Good morning. It is the morning of January 6th. I am in Big Pine, about to head up towards Westguard Pass, but over here on the right. My GPS says it was 36 degrees. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like it's probably in the 20s. It's pretty frigid, but I'm gonna be doing about a 60-mile section of the Caldera 500 that goes from Big Pine to Bishop. Sun is just hitting the valley. Probably about 7:15 in the morning. And I got my tires completely full of air to make this little road section easier. Weighed the bike 82 pounds. I have 8 liters of water. Hoping to do this in 2 days because I have work in 2 days. So, sun's starting to peek out from behind the Inyos. Black Mountain's getting a little bit illuminated. Down towards Lone Pine, up into the Palisades. This section has about 10K vert in 60 miles, and at the end you got a nice 9-mile downhill coming back home for me, back into Bishop. Yeah, it's cold. This is what we're looking at on the Koros. Excuse me. Valley is just warming up, and it is so beautiful. So grateful to call this place my home. I better slow down. Okay, just wanted to kind of showcase the bike that I'm riding and what I'm bringing. 2021 Surly Krampus, 3.0 Nard in the front, 2.6 Butcher in the rear. I got a dry bag with a 0-degree bag in it because it's gonna be pretty cold overnight. Little tool roll I made, spare tube. On this side, I have a little mini pannier that I sewed up. Revelate Designs, I think it's the large or XL frame bag. I got it when I got the bike. I have 3 liters of water in there right now. I got 2 liters underneath. Liter and a half on the fork. Half a liter in the feed bags. Those are 2 little feed bags that I sewed up. I got snacks in the right one, water in the left one. In the front, a bag that I sewed up, the Functional Sewing Project junk trunk, which I have my clothes, I have my Durston X-Mid 2 tent, and I have a inflatable sleeping pad. You'll probably notice a theme. I have a sleeping pad, like a foam one, and then I have a bigger sleeping pad. I got big gloves, you can see up there, plus the 0-degree bag. It's supposed to be like I think 18 degrees overnight where I'm gonna be, so just kind of prepping accordingly. Basket in the front kind of holding the junk trunk in place because I don't like when it pushes up against my handlebars. These like knockoff wing-tipped grips. Shimano 1x12 with a micro shifter. Not a single car has passed me on this way up, which is really nice. And I still have like 12 more miles of this. About halfway up the first climb. I'm on an 11% grade. 6.8 more miles going up. Found this little pull-off, gonna have a snack. Going into a cool little canyon. Slowly going into this canyon. So cool. .7 more miles. Well, I'm getting towards the top and it is gorgeous looking down at the Sierra. Coming up the road. I don't know what peak this is or a little hill, but looks like I'm continuing up and right. Woo, doggy, just finished that climb, which was massive for me. 37-ish hundred feet. About to descend over there. and that is pretty much due east. Oh, I got cheered on by two people that were at this little fall summit over there. They got out of their car and they cheered me on, which is really sweet. Just kind of popped into this little, oh, this is hard one-handed, slightly forested area. Once came down off that little sub-summit, did a nice downhill. Now I do like a 1.5 miles, 6% average, going on double track. This double track is still really, really good. Graded really well. Just got a little bit rockier, so I'm just pushing. Meandering my way around. So pleasant. Man, these like alpine meadow-ish type things have just been so beautiful, especially with the Sierra as a backdrop. Incredible. I'm sitting down, eating some wafers. From what I can tell, this 423-foot climb over the next mile is, from what I can tell, the last climb before I do a large descent, which I am mega psyched on, because that large descent pretty much takes me down to Cedar Flats or whatever it's called, the campground that's really close to Westguard Pass, which is where I'm going to sleep tonight. So once I knock this out, throw some layers on, brace for the cold, and just rip that downhill and hope that it's I can get there by the time the sun sets. Well, we'll see. Wow, wow, wow. Looking down into Deep Springs, you can even see the little lake down there. If you're going to Vegas from Bishop, you come over Westguard Pass there, come down into Deep Springs, take that highway, and then go over the pass that's like right over there. It's so cool to see it from a different perspective. Holy shit. So then these are the whites, this range right here. So then Westguard Pass is somewhere in there, so that's kind of where I'm going. Oh my gosh, golly. Mount Tom, Basin, Wheeler Crest. We shall see if the fruits of my labor are bountiful, because I just got to the top. And I think that I have like a 7-ish mile descent. Come on, next one. There we go. Ish. Please let it be easy, I'm tired. So far, so good. Can't be upset with a view like that. Okay, I just stopped like literally 30 seconds ago, but I just realized that this is literally just single track with this as a view. It's just truly incredible. Oh my God. Cool. So yeah, after riding that single track and thinking it was like a full 7-mile descent, it was not. There were a lot of sections that my GPS thought were downhill, but they were actually like 15 to 20% grade. Hike a bike uphill on some like loose shale and stuff like that. So pretty much on the last one of those before the final descent, the sun was setting and I was just like, oh shit, I wanted to get close to Westguard. But then the Alpenglow actually, I don't know if it's technically Alpenglow, but you know, there was some light in the sky for a while once the sun crested. But after that single track, dropped down into some super flowy, kind of sandy double track, which sped it up a shit ton. And then, yeah, got over here. It's snowing just a little bit. Made some food. My left knee is kind of killing me, so I'm actually going to bail. I'm going to head back into Big Pine tomorrow and get picked up by my girlfriend. So I'll go back and I'll ride the section north of here, the section that I wanted to complete, but just wasn't able to. So, but yeah, it was a great trip, and all the riding was really good. It was pretty strenuous for me personally, but I had a really good time, so can't complain. That's what happens when you park close to Westguard Pass. You hear the trucks. 6:45 in the morning. Been up since like 5:30, made coffee, made tea. Been laying in bed, stayed pretty warm last night. Actually got kind of sweaty, which was good and bad. But you can kind of see just a little bit of snow along the rim of my tent. Sun's coming out a little bit. I'm waiting for it to get a little closer so I can get out and not be freezing. But as soon as the sun hits, I'm getting out, I'm packing up, and then I'm putting literally every article of clothing I have on and ripping like a 15-mile downhill on road from Westguard Pass back into Big Pine. Frosty cold. Okay, I just got to Big Pine and I'm pretty psyched that I bailed when I did because my knee on this last home stretch was just killing me. So I think I made the right choice. But it was a great day, great loop. So yeah,